So what in your communities would you change if you had the opportunity? Drug deals, crime, charity, what do you guys do? You guys in the back row, you came in late. This is a interactive. No, if you king or queen for the day, what in your neighborhood would you try to improve?
Well, we already do a lot of community service.
Like what?
We go help at the homeless shelters.
Awesome.
For the homeless shelters.
Why?
There's children there that need the interaction and the help, and we, provide role models for them through our students.
Are you getting some out of it?
We're helping people, and that's all you're going to need. There's nothing else that you want.
Are people in your community doing that? Or are you finding that some people just have a hard time helping others?
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a hard time helping. Like the homeless shelters, I don't know if you've ever been to one, but a lot of people find them pretty scary. The people there are kind of scary. A lot of them are sick and mentally ill. So we want to help them out.
Very cool. What about you guys? You just don't want to say anything.
Well, I was actually former treasurer of her club, and I'm still involved, even though I go to a different college, and I still help out with all the events and all, and I just do it because, I want to make a difference. And
Here, okay.
So-
Anybody else? I saw a hand come up. Sir.
Occasionally, once a month or so, I go buy lunch or pizza, go drive around, give it to homeless people, give them a couple of bucks, whatever they need.
That brings up a great point. A lot of the areas in the country are making that illegal.
Yeah. I know in Orlando it is.
Now, does that help the community take care of itself? It's things like this that I fight. You made what illegal? Yes, it's unhealthy. Yes. But even the fact that a family cannot make food at home and give it to a homeless shelter. Oh, heaven forbid somebody's going to get sick or they're not going to like it. It's that kind of stuff that we fight. It's saying, you can't take care of somebody in your neighborhood. You've got to let so-and-so. Okay? Whatever you believe is fine, find your passion and help out in your community. Find out what's legal, stay within the law, but if you don't like the law, change it. Get into the Constitution, get into the books. Talk about yourself, sir. This is?
I'm actually pretty new to the community. Even though I started doing it since I was a teenager. The best person I ever did was pretty much save the women from fire. And I tried to do it proactively by actually going to a door and get her out. The smoke was too overwhelming that I couldn't actually get her out the door. So I had to go through other means until I finally go and get the fire department there and everything. And my biggest thing is that I tried to be incognito about it. When the news came and I saw everything was okay, I left. And since then, it was something I've always wanted to do ever since I was very, very young.
Now, one of the things, Blue Phoenix brought up about the fire. Police, fire, EMTs, in this community, a lot of people bring those skills to the table. We have EMTs, we do have firemen, we have some military, we have people who have some training. They're not just putting on the costume, I'm going to get in the middle of something. Depending on the kind of stuff you intervene in, some people actually wear bulletproof vests. They wear protective gear. Some people have introduced them to the police departments. They have police IDs. They're not cops. They have police IDs, so when they make that 911 call, it's, this is number so-and-so. I'd like to report this crime. Okay, the police have them on file. They have a relationship with the police. They have a relationship with the fire departments. A lot of them do charity work for those organizations, but a lot of them, like Master Legend, actually patrol the streets, turn people into the law enforcement agencies. Master Legend was actually decorated by the local law enforcement. Some law enforcement do not appreciate the fact that they're helping individuals. Some do. It depends on how your relationship is in your community. Some people stay away from the police, therefore they get that black mark to say, we're looking for them, we need to talk to them. You know, it depends on how you handle yourself. There is violence out there. Some people like a Zero, up in New York, there's a gentleman named Zero. He has issues with spouse abusers. And he intervenes. He works with the police. Zimmer, who's a computer gentleman, works the computer to help the police out. You have people behind the scenes who bring skill sets that say, these are cold cases, Captain Prospect up in Washington, D.C. He goes through the internet to the police department and say, these are the cases we have no information on. He takes those cases, walks door to door in the community, and tries to drum up information. You know, it is not a matter of necessarily dressing up in costume, dressing up as a cosplayer, going out there and looking like a geek in spandex. By the way, spandex is a privilege, not a right. You guys with that?
Class appropriateness is very important.
See, there you go. But there's mask law in some states. You know, there's a lot of guidelines. And nobody can say, well, you're not dressed appropriately, you're not an RLSH. Or you only do charity, you're not one of us. If you are willing to stand up and help your community, however that is, you better be doing it. I mean, forgive me for saying it that way. But if we cannot save our own communities, how can we save the next generation coming up? We, as a group, are pushing those who are coming after us in one direction or the other. What direction are you pushing in? Does that kind of make sense?
If we can help each other, then we don't.
Right. And the RLSH community, there are several websites that these people are on. Like I was saying, there's over 200 in the U.S. There's some in Canada, Brazil, England, Japan, Australia, Italy,
Germany has one.
some in Germany. There's one in Norway. There's one in Denmark. There's 3 in England. They all bring something different to the table. There's one in Africa. He actually intervenes with the slave trade because African warlords will kidnap young children, bring them into the army, and they are given a gun and said, go kill those people. This guy intervenes in that situation. You know, people are taking a stand in their community. Whether it's inconsequential or not is inconsequential. It's stepping up to the homeless shelter. It's stepping up to help a bake sale so that the Girl Scouts can get the education to do the right stuff. It's not letting other people dictate how your community grows. It's you in the community that does it. Any questions? No. These people around the world who are doing this, there's no overriding community charter. There's nothing that says, if you abide by these skill sets and these rules, you are a real life superhero. There are too many type A personalities in this community. Everybody wants to be the one in charge. Because I got the fanciest coffee, guess what, I'm in charge today. No. Like in your community, especially like in the homeless shelter, everybody takes turns being the leader because everything requires a different skill set. Find out what your passion is and step up to the plate. If you don't, how can you honestly say that you're making a difference in your own life?